We'll get G situated. All right, here we go. We'll start with Greg Barnes, then Ross Martin.
Hey, Garrison, thanks for joining us. I wanted to open with a fairly easy question, I think. What are you wanting to accomplish this year? What are your goals for yourself and for the team?
Man, be the best player in our conference. Of course, that would be my goal, and just win that championship. I think that's pretty much all the goals that we need for a team. That's something we dreamed of since the beginning when we started practicing workouts.
Thanks.
Ross Martin, then Kiera.
Hey, Garrison. I was wondering if you what do you think is going to happen with the front line and the rotation between you, Baycott, and the two freshmen, Walker and Dayron, how that kind of works out between the rotation?
Your guess is about as good as mine, so I couldn't tell you.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew, but unfortunately, I don't make them decisions.
I mean, in the way that the centers mix in Dayron, Walker, and Baycott, any idea about how that's going to work? Anything?
No, not really. I think that they all add their own effect to the game, have their own style, but I still couldn't tell you how coach is going to play it.
Okay, that's the end of my question.
Kiera and CL. Kiera.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, Garrison. I just want to know how you're handling, all this press. You're being named for, awards watch list. Are you excited about all of it, or are you trying to just tune it out and just really focus on the season?
I mean, I'm excited about it, of course. I mean, it's a huge honor, but I don't pay it any mind because, I mean, it's all preseason, and I got to come out there and perform myself.
CL, then Brendan.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, Garrison, how much, when you first arrived in Chapel Hill, how much of this did you expect? I mean, have you surprised yourself with how far your journey has come from when you first arrived to now being somebody, who's preseason player of the year and up for different awards?
I mean, I didn't imagine myself having all this, but I mean, it's just how hard I work, and I think it shows. But I wasn't surprised by it because I try to work as hard as I can every day to get better.
I thought it was because you had such a great PR staff, but I guess not. Brendan, then Luke.
Hey, Garrison, thanks for taking the time. We've talked with you in the past about, obviously you've been able to work with a number of different point guards over the time that you've been in Chapel Hill. Just wondering, how are Caleb and RJ different, and how does the offense look different when each one of them is running, I guess, the true point?
Yeah, basically, pretty much they both can score the ball really well, both can shoot the ball really well. Of course, Caleb's a lot bigger than RJ. He gets in the rim. They pretty much do the same thing, play with a lot of pace, get everybody involved, see the floor. So I think they're both pretty similar, but I think it's just size difference.
Thank you.
Luke, then Andrew Jones.
What's up, Garrison? With this new kind of COVID season, unlike before, you're timing up the start of a season with finals as a student. Kind of walk me through what that experience has been like, and kind of how are you handling the two?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm done with finals. I'm happy. I think it's taking a little it's a challenge because with our team having different finals, different times. It's kind of tough scheduling everything, but I think that it's going well. We're handling it.
Cool.
Andrew, then Adam Smith.
Garrison, last year when your production took off in January, Roy said there wasn't anything that you actually added to your game. It was just that your confidence. You believed a lot more in your game. Where is your confidence now going into this season, and how good can you be at this level?
I think I can be really good. Of course, I think the part that sets me up for different from last year is just the unwavering confidence from day one to always be aggressive and believing in myself. And I think that's pretty much the only difference.
Cool. Thank you.
Adam, then Brian Keys.
Hey, Garrison. Just wondering, as you're thinking about this season and what lies ahead, just what sort of mental approach are you trying to take to playing in places where there won't be fans or just, a limited number of fans? Like, what kind of I don't know, conversation have you had with yourself about that? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about, but I mean, I just got to go out there and play. I mean, ball's still going to be thrown up in the air. We're still going to have to score more points than the other team every night. So, I mean, yeah, it's something to think about, but we got to play regardless.
Brian Keys and Alyssa.
Hey, Garrison, season hasn't started yet, but what's it been like to play with Puff Johnson when you played with Cam earlier in your career?
Yeah, very different. Puff is a really hard worker, very aggressive on offensive boards. It seems like he's gonna dunk a lot more balls than Cam because his hands are bigger. But I think that he's a really hard worker. He could potentially be like Cam with his hard work, dedication. But it's weird because I didn't see Cam as a freshman, but I only saw him as a 30-year-old man.
He'll love that. Alyssa, then Vashti.
Coach was talking about how you've evolved as a leader, as a veteran on this team. How are you helping the freshmen get adjusted?
Just helping them pretty much I try to help them see everything that I see, but try not to inform them too much so they aren't overwhelmed, but trying to bring them along, show them the right way to do everything, show them how to work hard every day, and pretty much just letting them do what they do, and that they'll be fine.
Vashti, then Brendan.
Hi, Garrison. You've been on some good Tar Heel teams. I just wanted to know your impressions of these guys heading into the season. What do you like about them?
I like how competitive we are day in and day out. Think we're going to be a great rebounding team, like the way we play with pace. I think we're very unselfish also. So I think that's a characteristic of a really great team.
Brendan, and then last question, Mark Armstrong. Brendan, then Mark.
Hey, Garrison, Roy had mentioned that he had experimented a little bit with putting you out on the wing, and he said that you fumbled the ball away the first time you touched it when you were at the three. I'm just wondering, what's your comfort level out there? Is that true? And how comfortable would you be going forward with playing out on the perimeter?
If the team needs me to do it, I can do it. Yeah, I did. I threw a pass away. I don't think it was my fault, but I think I can do it. I think I'm very comfortable. I wouldn't be as comfortable doing it as right now, but I think if I practice more, play more at it, I think I can do it.
Thanks.
Final question, Mark Armstrong. Go ahead.
I'll try and make it a fun one. Garrison, Roy said that he's only gone wacko in practice 3 times in the preseason. I was wondering if you could shed any light on any of the wacko incidents as you recall them.
He had one yesterday. Screaming at Daron about sprinting out of a timeout because it was like the last couple minutes of practice. He screamed, talking about how we should run out of every timeout, and of course that's what we do every time. But Daron didn't know that. Of course he learned now, but I think he just had a couple moments. But hopefully he doesn't have many of those this year. So we're trying to keep that down.
Garrison, thank you, and thanks everybody for being on. Appreciate it. If I don't see you before Thursday, have a safe and nice holiday. We'll see